all day, every day. Who's bad? Hit it! Come on out the 103.5 FM. Everyone out here from 103.5. We are on 24/7, 24/7. Around the clock. Everyone out here from 103.5. Whole day, all night. Non-stop delightful radio broadcast. Join us. Culture and entertainment at their best. 17.5
n'afọ nna na nwa na mmụọ nsọ.
Mama gosi bụrụ Agbaptal Maria, o wetara ime esenike nke mmụọ nsọ. Ekene Maria Jiptel na Grace, Sebruwa na Nyeli, ịdị ngọzi n'etiti ikporo niile, ọ jazi ngọzi bụ nwafọ gị Jesu. Maria dị asọ nke Chukwu, rịọrọ ndị nje arịrịọ, Pita na mmanụ nwanyị, amen. Nyeju odibo nwanyị nke ose bụrụwa, onye nke isi kwu. Ekene Maria Jiptel na Grace, Osebruwa na Nyeli, ịdị ngọzi n'etiti ikporo niile, ọ jazi ngọzi bụ nwafọ gị Jesu. Maria dị asọ nke Chukwu, rịọrọ ndị nje arịrịọ, Pita na mmanụ nwanyị, amen. Okwu emela arụ, o wee dịnyere anyị. Ekene Maria Jiptel na Grace, Osebruwa na Nyeli, ịdị ngọzi n'etiti ikporo niile, ọ jazi ngọzi bụ nwafọ gị Jesu. Maria dị asọ nke Chukwu, rịọbara ịbụ ndị nje arịrịọ, kịta na mmanụ nwanyị, amen. Rịọbara anyị arịrịọ ọnụ nke Chukwu dị asọ, ka anyị metụrụ n'aka nkwa nke Ekwesị. Arịrịọ anyị na-arịọ gị o Chukwu, ka inye Grace anyị n'ihe obi anyị, ka anyị bụ ndị nje butere ozi ọma, wee mara iwere arụ Kristi nwa anyị, site n'afọ ya na obi ya, wee bata n'otuto na mbilite n'ọnwụ ya, site na Kristi dị mere anyị. Amen. Otuto dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otuto dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otuto dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Ka mkpụrụ obi ndị niile kwerenụ gara aga, ka mkpụrụ obi fazụ ike na ndokwa. Amen.
Onye nwe anyị nọnyere ụnụ, ka Chineke dị ike n'ime gọzie ụnụ, Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Ekpere a dị alụke site na nkwado ndị Love Bite Food and Beverage Limited Nnobi, ndị na-alụpụta Love Bite Bread nọ na nọmba 1 Nwosu Mmadụka Close, Mmuru Nnobi, 081 all day, every day. Who's bad? Hit it! Come on out the 103.5 FM. That's one at the FM. 24 hours of informative, educative, and entertainment programs. Can't stop, won't stop. On Ebona at the 103.5 FM. Listen to news updates on Ebona at the 103.5 FM immediately after Angeles, 6 o'clock a.m. and the 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebona FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are looking for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/gistfm.
Good evening and welcome to Abona, the 103.5 FM news update today, Thursday, the first day of June 2023, and the time is 4 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Epan Chukwekeze is my name. The headlines. Transition Committee outlines 365-day plan for Enugu governor. Oti moves to sanitize revenue collection in Abia. Suspends transport levies. Subsidy. Fuel sells for 1,200 naira per litre amid panic buying in Ebonyi. Imo governor Uzodinma elected APC governors forum chairman. Anxiety as federal government NLC meeting on fuel subsidy removal ends in deadlock. Russia says Ukraine rejected IAEA's proposals for ensuring safety of Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. Now, details. Transition Committee outlines 365-day plan for Enugu governor. The transition committee established by the governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Mba, to advise his administration on implementable and impactful programs drawn from his campaign manifesto has recommended a 365-day plan being a sector-by-sector target of his government in the next 1 year. In the area of water resources, the committee stressed that the Mba administration should restore potable water in 180 by creating rehabilitated distribution system, 20,000 M3 storage terminal tank, ensure disconnection of all illegal connections on the transmission pipeline from crash programs boreholes to the OG Wojo reservoir, and accurate billing revenue generation regarding supplies to domestic, industrial, and commercial institutions to improve the supporting public institutions such as the public service, security, and judiciary. It said the government should, within a year, run effective and lean government by reducing the number of ministries from 25 to 17 and having only special advisors with clear mandates by scrapping comatose ministries, departments, and agencies and merging others, while the government will ensure that the local government area's governance system starts functioning as provided in the 1999 Constitution as amended, Enugu State Local Government Law as amended, Financial Memorandum, and other applicable laws and policy documents, it stated. Oti moves to sanitize revenue collection in Abia, suspends transport levies. Abia State Governor Mr. Alex Oti Wednesday commenced the process of sanitizing the methods of revenue collection in the state in line with the campaign promise. To this end, the new governor has issued a directive suspending further collection of all manner of transport levies imposed on tricycle, keke, buses, taxis, and other commercial vehicles. In a statement signed by the governor's special advisor, Media and Publicity, Mr. Ferdinand Ekoma, explained that Oti took the action in order to stop all kinds of extortion, intimidation, and harassment of motorists, which has characterized transport levy collection. This suspension takes immediate effect and will remain until government reviews these levies and make public its arrangement for the smooth, organized, and transparent collection of such transport levies, Ekoma said. According to him, after reviewing the whole revenue collection process, government will come up with a new system of collecting the revenue in a manner it will not lead to extortion, intimidation, and violation of rights and privileges of Abia residents, Ekoma stated. Subsidy. Fuel sells for 1,200 naira per litre amid panic buying in Ebonyi. In separate interviews, the residents in Abakaliki spoke about the fuel subsidy removal as the pump price rose to 1,200 naira. Darlington Okeke, a resident, said panic buying was occasioned by the announcement by President Bola Tinubu during his inaugural speech of an end to the subsidy regime. Mr. Okeke stated that a pump fuel price in filling stations was sold between 800 naira and 1,200 naira against 230 naira. Another resident, Ibrahim Ali, said that black marketers sold a liter of fuel for 1,500 naira. Mr. Ali said the development was causing panic buying and frustration among residents. He appealed to President Tinubu to address the situation to mitigate panic buying and arbitrary hoarding of the product, which marketers introduced after the announcement from the president. Meanwhile, staff of some filling stations visited alleged that the management of the Petroleum Dealers Association Ebonyi State chapter had ordered the closure of fuel stations. We are waiting for further directives, they said. Efforts to speak with the state chairman of the association, Silas Njaka, over the development was unsuccessful at the time of this report. Imo Governor Uzodinma elected APC Governors Forum Chairman. Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has been elected chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC Governors Forum. Also, the newly inaugurated governor of Kaduna State, Obasani, emerged as the vice chairman of the forum. They were elected during Wednesday's Progressive Governors meeting at the party's national secretariat in Abuja. Ogwike Nwachukwu, Chief Press Secretary to Governor Uzodinma, said the choice of his principal for the position was a source of pride to his APC colleague governors who attested to his capacity to lead them. Governor Uzodinma's latest responsibility came barely 3 days ago. He was conferred with the honor of Commander of the Order of the Niger, CON, by the former President Muhammadu Buhari, and another honor last weekend by the former governor of the Rivers State, Nyimso Wike, he said. Anxiety as federal government NLC meeting on fuel subsidy removal ends in deadlock. Talks between the federal government and the organized labor hit a deadlock on Wednesday evening as no consensus was reached. The hours-long meeting was to, among other things, prevent a labor crisis following the recent increase in petroleum pump prices occasioned by petroleum subsidy removal. After the meeting, NLC President Joe Ajero said, "As far as labor is concerned, we didn't have a consensus in this meeting. The meeting between the organized labor and the federal government representatives on the removal of subsidy on fuel ended in a stalemate as no agreement was reached. The meeting at the conference hall of the Chief of Staff to the President at the State House, Abuja, came after the announcement by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that subsidy on fuel had gone and new prices of the premium motor spirits, PMS, introduced by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited, Ajero, and Osifo, stressed that the status quo be maintained on the prices of PMS while negotiations continued, newsmen reported. Both labor leaders said another meeting would hold after discussions with the members of their executives on the outcome of the Wednesday's interaction with the federal government team. Ajero said there was no consensus after the meeting, adding that as far as labor is concerned, we didn't have a consensus in this meeting, he stated. Now we move over to the foreign scene. Russia says Ukraine rejected IAEA's proposals for ensuring safety of Zaporizhia nuclear power plant. Ukraine rejected all proposals for ensuring the safety of the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant put forward by the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, because the country does not have the capacity to make such decisions, a senior Russian diplomat said Wednesday. In this question, as in many others, Ukraine is deprived of legal personality. The leadership of this country fulfills the demands of Washington and London, which, for the sake of political interests, easily sacrifice both people's lives and the safety of nuclear facilities on the European continent. Alexander Grushko said in a statement. The diplomat said that Russia will continue to take measures to provide security for Zaporizhia plant. We have never deployed and do not plan to deploy military contingents and military equipment intended for offensive operations on the territory of the nuclear power plant. There are only those forces at the nuclear plant that are necessary to protect it from Ukrainian attacks, as well as to eliminate their possible consequences, he said. Rushkon also urged the IAEA to openly condemn and disclose information about Ukrainian attacks on the nuclear power plant. We hope that IAEA's management will demonstrate the agency's impartiality and non-involvement in this matter, he said. This is where we draw the curtain on news update on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Transition Committee outlines a 365-day plan for Enugu Governor. Oti moves to sanitize revenue collection in Abia, suspends transport levies, subsidy, fuel sells for 1,200 naira per litre amid panic buying in Ebonyi. Imo Governor Uzodinma elected APC Governors Forum Chairman. Anxiety as federal government NLC meeting on fuel subsidy removals end in deadlock. Russia says Ukraine rejected IAEA's proposals for ensuring safety of Zaporizhia nuclear power plant. You just listen to news updates on Ebona, the 103.5 FM news, produced and read by Martin Ifan Shuku Ekezie. Thank you for listening. Once again, good evening.